Well, it's Alex Biggs from Soundbase Studios, and today I have Paul Mansell, a very well renowned and established ukulele player. He's written many books. So today what we're going to do is try and record the ukulele, because it is a nightmare. It's very thin and a tricky thing to record.
It is.
It is. So luckily we've got a good player and we're going to give it a little go. So this is a little song taken from what book?
This is from Modern Pieces for Ukulele.
And you can check out this book here, and you'll see the link at the bottom where you can purchase it.
Okay, do you want me just to play a piece straight off?
Yeah, well, actually, before we do that, I just want to go through how I'm going to record it.
Okay.
So I'm using a Rode NT4. So this is a stereo microphone, and it has an XY configuration, so that way I'm not going to run into any phase issues with this mic. Phasing is where if you have two mics slightly different whips apart, they can fight each other and it sounds really odd. A bit like when you get two people whistling together, it sounds strange.
What's the XY mean, sorry?
It just stops the phasing. It just means that they're so perfectly matched that they won't go out of phase. And the good thing with this is that it's a small condenser microphone, which means that the diaphragm's really small and it moves really fast. If I was to use a big condenser microphone, it wouldn't pick up the high frequency quite as well. So I'm going to go with that. Now I've stuck another pencil or small condenser microphone. That's an SM81, a Shure SM81, and again I've put that in a weird position just to get a different sound, see if I can thicken it up down the bottom end of the ukulele. I've also got a room microphone, which is your large diaphragm, which I might use, and again I always try and record with a few mics because I can always pull them out. I can't put them back if I didn't do it. What I've done on the room mic, the high pass filter, because ukuleles are about, I don't know, 170 hertz upwards from the lowest string, so this, well, I think it takes off at 100 hertz, so I don't need any of that, so I take that off on all of these. The other thing I need is phantom power, so I'll be pushing the 48 volt, so I'll be putting that on, adjusting the gain, and then again the EQ I might adjust, but sometimes I prefer to bring it back through the desk and EQ there, because if you EQ and record you can't go back or change it, but you can obviously EQ after the event, and that way you can obviously hear what you're doing a little bit better. So sometimes I can do that. So yeah, so I'm using the 4 channels. Okay, ignore these EQ settings because they're for something else. I've not used any compression because I don't think I need to, so I'll take that off when I record, and I think that's about it really. So we'll give it a go, so let's have a little listen and I'll get out the way. As you can hear, it sounds really good in here, and also the other thing is having a room properly treated really makes a difference to this instrument. Just finally, can you tell me a little bit about this instrument? What is it and why did you bring this one?
Yeah, no problem. This is a concert sized ukulele, so the smallest one you get is a soprano. So this is one up from that.
Okay.
And this one is made by Leho, and it's acacia wood. Now, technically, ukuleles the first ukuleles were made from koa wood. And koa wood is, well, it's only really available in Hawaii, and it's incredibly expensive.
Right.
But it's part of the acacia family. So this is the same wood. So this is acacia wood. 4 strings, and I'm using a high G string on it, and I've got well, I've got brand new strings on just for you, Alex.
Check it out. See, good musician, he knows.
And these are living water strings.
Okay.
So they're really nice strings as well. It does actually, this one comes with, it's got a pickup on it here, but obviously you're micing it, so there's no need for that at all.
So it could run straight into an amp.
So it can run straight into an amp. Yeah, it's got a little socket there.
Excellent.
And then your controls there, and you just put a battery in the back bit there.
And how much would one of those cost?
I don't know. I got given it.
You got given
I got given it.
How did you get given it?
Well, Leho, the people who make it, very, very kindly just gave me it, and they put my name on it, which I thought was a really sweet thing to do. But then my wife pointed it out, so I can't sell it. But yes, I don't know how much one of these is. But Leho, they do a whole range of ukuleles.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll stick the link to them because they seem like kind people.
They are. They make good ukuleles.
We'll stick a link at below as well.
Okay, so now we're in Cubase. I'll explain how I've done all this and how I recorded the ukulele. So I'm talking back for an SM57. It's just one I had laying around. I've stuffed it in the talkback with the LMC down on the desk, and I've pushed the 9 and 16 button down so that I can record it. And then if we look here, you can see tracks 9 and 10, and then it's just going out the master bus 6, 15 and 16. This other track is the mix. So basically that one is going to be recording what we play from all these files. So this is going through the desk, through all the EQs, a little bit of compression, and then back. So let's go through anyway. So the Warm Audio 67 I didn't use. As you can hear, it was just too hissy, so I knew that might happen because it was so far away, but it was set up so I just pushed record. As I say, it doesn't hurt to record something. You don't have to use it. The SM81, this one is basically bang in the center, and if you remember, that's the one at the bottom of the ukulele. I tried to pick up some bass down there, but it didn't really pick anything up, but it sounded quite nice. Again, I've used it. So now what we've got is the NTL left, Rode NT4 left, and then the Rode NT4 right, and together. So they sound pretty good, but when you add in the middle channel, as you can hear, it sounds pretty good. So then what I did, because I'm recording the mix that I've done the EQ on the desk, so I haven't done it. I've done a tiny bit, I think, in the DAW, just to notch out a couple of, like, 1 or 2 decibels, hardly anything. And then what I've done is done the EQing on the desk. I've also not put any reverb, because I did put reverb on the channels, but it just sounded a bit odd when I recorded it. I don't know why, I just didn't like it. It sounded echoey too much, and it wasn't because I used too much. So then what I did is put the reverb on the master track once it was done. So once that was recorded, I could EQ it. So if we have a little look at what I did. So what I've done there, you could see I tried Ozone 9 because I've got that. I really like using that as a bit of a cheat on sort of mastering. It does work for me. Some people don't like it, but I think it works really well. It didn't work on this bizarrely though. Don't know why. It just pushed the sound too hard, and just, I don't know, it just didn't. I did try messing around with it. It wasn't worth doing. So all I did was stuck a bit of reverb on, which was this one, and as you can see, really small amounts. I've adjusted it a tiny bit. I just don't think it needed that much because the recording was pretty good, so I didn't need much reverb. This is just chat because the mics were going. I left them running. So that was basically it. So all I did was literally run it through the desk, put the EQ, the panning on the desk, and the only thing I used in the DAW really was the reverb, and I'm pleased with the results really. So time for plugs now. So basically, don't forget, check out Paul's YouTube channel. The link will be below. You can just listen to the track without me chatting all the way through it, and you can also have a little look at his website, check out the books he sells. He really is a great ukulele player, and the books he's written are really good. So if you're into that or know anyone, do that. The other thing also, if you want me to record yourself, I'm literally middle of the country of the UK almost. I'm in Northampton, M1 Junction 15. Check out my website, get in contact, and I can spend a bit of time trying to get the sound that you're after. I don't mind really working hard to get the sound that you need. This room's properly treated, so it should be really good. It's mainly for solo artists, such as ukulele players and bits and pieces like that. So vocalists I specialise in as well. So if you got any backing tracks or original stuff, then get in contact. Well, I'm really pleased that you lasted this long. I hope this was of value to you. I've still got loads of musicians that have been through the desk. I've written a track with a keyboard player, and it's kind of a Latin funky kind of thing that we'll be doing a series on that, probably a few videos on each instrument, how I recorded it, and putting it through the desk and the end result. And obviously you can make your mind up to see what you think of that. Again, so subscribe, because obviously those videos will be coming pretty soon. And yeah, leave in the comments if you can think of other ways to record the ukulele. As I say, I've looked about and I couldn't find anything that I thought was really good or stood out. So hopefully this is kind of where you want to be when you record it. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.